What's up, guys? Big news, everybody. I mean, it is big news. Tis some big news today. Oh man, what's everybody been up to? I was gonna wait until a couple more people got in, and then I'll say my big news. Oh no, I can't open it. Oh, there it goes. Carson and Greta or KJ and Mac? Ooh, probably Carson and Greta. KJ and Mac are like children, so I guess it. Like, I mean, nothing happened between them yet, cause like, they're children and like they have like kid crushes, so I feel like I have to say Carson and Greta. I guess even if KJ and Mac were like adults, I would probably still say Carson and Greta, but I don't know. I mean, Carson and Greta didn't quite end up together at the end of the last season, but I don't know. I mean, neither are KJ and Mac technically. Hey, Destiny. I hope the big news is that she picks up Dark again. That's not the big news, but yes, I am picking up Dark. Um, probably I'm probably actually going to do it in a couple of days, because what I was going to do is I was going to do Pretty Little Liars and then Dark season 2 no wait. I was going to do Pretty Little Liars, Cobra Kai, and then Dark season 2. Pretty Little Liars isn't performing as well as I'd hoped. So I think what I'm going to do is like every other day switch it between Pretty Little Liars and Dark season 2. Hey, feeling better? No. So, that's actually a part of the big news, though. Hey, Shania. So, the big news is that I'm pregnant. I'm actually 8 weeks pregnant today. I have been extremely, extremely sick, basically, for the past 4 weeks. Really off and on, but the past week has been the worst. So I went to my doctor. When was it? Was it last week? Last Tuesday? And he gave me some nausea medication because it's been really bad. So he gave me some medication, and but I only try to take it at night because it makes me super drowsy, and I have to work during the day. I can't like just be sleeping all day and all night. So yeah, I've been ridiculously sick. I think I've lost like 5 pounds already in the past like 4 weeks or something like that, which is completely normal. Like everything that I'm experiencing is completely normal, because I've talked to my doctor about it. Especially because I'm still doing the injections for a couple of weeks. So it's the injections on top of like already having morning sickness and everything. So yesterday was a really bad day for me. Like really, really bad. I was pretty much in bed all yesterday. I've been in and out of bed today. I don't feel that much better. But I was able to muster up some strength because I absolutely love streaming, and so I think it makes me feel a little bit better, at least mentally, to stream. And my uploading schedule is going to be all fucked up for a while. I have the second episode of Pretty Little Liars that I need to edit, but I haven't been able to. I can't even. Sitting in this chair sometimes is too much. Like, So a lot of times I've been working from either the couch, like laying down, or my bed. So it's been very frustrating, but yeah, I appreciate all the congrats, guys. We have been working on trying to get pregnant for, well, so technically we started the IVF process back in almost a year ago. We started it back in October. Well, it was like October, November time last year. We started the consultations, the lab work, the blood testing, the, like, everything. And then we started injections in May. I think that's when we started it. I could be wrong. Maybe it was June, July. I think it was June, July. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the injection started June, July. And then, or the actual, like, IVF, like, process of, like, medications and stuff started June, July. And then today I'm officially eight weeks pregnant. So don't burn down a forest at the gender reveal. No, we won't do that. Actually, I think we haven't talked about it a whole lot, but I think what we want to do is a Halloween-themed gender reveal, because it's going to be around Halloween-ish. It's going to be in October. It's going to be the very end of October. So we want to do, well, I talked about, because I told Anna, I was like, I want to do, like, I don't care how we announce it, but I want to do Halloween theme. So... And she's like, yeah, we could do that. So I don't know what she, like, if she wants to do something, like if she has something in mind, but spilling the beans, huh? Yeah, I'm spilling the beans. I told my family, how many weeks ago? Was it like 3 weeks ago? McKenna? I think it was like 3 weeks ago, if even. Maybe it was only like 2 weeks ago. It was either 2-3 weeks ago. So, yep. I just told my work the other day. I told my work Monday. So a bun in the oven, congrats, thank you. I know that takes a lot of patience. Glad it paid off big time. Yeah, very much so. I'm very, very glad, and glad doesn't even describe the word that I feel for only having to do IVF one round. I know a lot of people have to do IVF a couple of rounds, or like IUI or something like that, but the fact that we got pregnant on the first round of IVF I'm very, very grateful. Although physically I'm not feeling so grateful, but yeah. And mentally sometimes, like, I had a couple of mental breakdowns because I'm one of those people that I have to, like, I'm always constantly working, whether it's like work or like Evo QK stuff. And I'm a very routined person, and I have not been on a routine the past like week or 2 weeks. I haven't really been on a routine, and it's been driving me insane. So had a couple of mental breakdowns. I've always been work. So it's a little bit agitating, but I know that this stage will pass soon. Well, in like 4-ish weeks. Hopefully it'll be sooner than that, but yeah. But I'm grateful. If I could just not be sick all the time, it would be, yeah. Congrats, happy for you both. Thank you. Yay, so very excited for you, all the hype. You and Anna gonna be amazing parents. Thank you. Anna's been amazing, because I have been so sick. Anna's been basically taking care of everything, the dogs, me, she makes me food, even though I can't eat 95% of it. Especially the past couple days, and I've been starving and I can't eat. Like, I can't bring I have, like, food aversions like nobody's business. She did get me, like, I have Ensures, so, I have Ensures, and, I can't drink water really that much. The doctor says that if you drink water, it's going to make your nausea worse, which is pretty crazy, but, I've been drinking a lot of Gatorade, and now I have, like, juice because I'm, like, now I have an aversion to Gatorade because I've drank so much Gatorade. Oh, and it's hot in here. I have a lot. I almost kind of gave it away in, like, one of the videos because, what was it? What was her name? Clance in A League of Their Own, she was, like, experiencing hot flashes and, like, all that, and I was like, oh, she's pregnant. I was like, because I go through the same shit, and I was like, wait. I don't even remember if I actually, like, edited out or if I left it in. But I was like, maybe no one will pick up on it. I don't think anyone did, but yeah, I go through a lot of the symptoms. It's pretty crazy, but they're all good things. I told my doctor I'm insanely sick, and he's like, oh, well, that's great. I'm like, okay. You could watch Hocus Pocus 2 at the gender reveal. Yeah, maybe. I feel like a lot of people wouldn't really pay attention to, like, the movie or whatever, though. You know? Oh my god, it's so hot in here. Oh. Congrats. So happy for you, sending healing vibes your way. Thank you. Do you think there is going to be a Rebelde Season 3? I don't know. And that's mainly because I don't know what Netflix is doing nowadays. Because I thought that First Kill was going to get another season. And the fact that it didn't, I was extremely shocked. So, I'm not sure. Season 2, it wasn't bad. Season 1 was... They're different. Season 1 and Season 2 were completely different. So we'll see if they're going to get a Season 3. It definitely left it on a cliffhanger. But some of the characters are probably not going to be in it, right? And then they'll probably have to bring in new characters in Season 3. Because I'm assuming that Sebas is probably not going to be in it that much because he graduated. Same with Emilia. Whew. If you and Anna still want some of my best friend's baby clothes she still has from when Henry was a baby, let me know and I will get those sent to you. Yeah, thank you. I'll let you know. I heard that Harley Quinn got renewed for a season 4. I heard that too. I can't remember if it was earlier today or yesterday that I heard that. I watched the episode earlier today. I watch it like every Thursday. I really want to watch House of the Dragon. There's 2 episodes out already, but I haven't watched it because I want to watch it with Anna, and we're both extremely busy all the time. Either that or I'm like sick. So, you know, it's just really hard to figure out. And I'm like, that's why another reason like why I haven't watched that much TV. So, some people are saying that Alejandro Puente, I don't know how you say that last name, the guy who plays Sebas in Rebelde, say goodbye to his character because his character graduated. Yeah, I figured he wasn't going to be in the next season because he graduated. I finished Fort Salem. What'd you think of it? Sorry, I'm very like hiccupy / burpy. How do you think the doggos will take to the new edition? They're all really good dogs. they all love people. Well, they don't, not all of them hate people, like I should say. They all have their different personalities. Lex just wants to be cuddled and wants attention. So I think a kid, like a baby, she I don't know. She probably, I mean, I think she'll be curious about it. But once the baby gets older and like as a toddler and stuff, then she'll be all about it. Poncho, I think, um, Poncho is such a good dog. He is. I haven't really been able to see him that much because Anna takes care of the dogs, and I haven't. I've been either laying in bed, like I said, or laying on the couch in here, and um, she tries to keep him away from me a little bit because like he's big. He's a big dog, and he wants to cuddle all the time. But because I'm sick, I'm like, and I get too hot, I'm like, it's just too much. And but I saw him today, and I was laying on the couch, and he got right next to me, and then he put his head in my lap. It was so freaking cute. But especially if we have a girl, he's gonna be all about it because Poncho loves his ladies. He likes to play with guys and stuff too, but like he loves his ladies. So he loves to cuddle with his ladies. He's such a ladies man. But Nissa, like, what Nissa would do, because Nissa's not a big cuddler. Nissa just kind of like, she's just, I don't know. She's more like a cat because she has no FOMO. She does not give a shit about what what anyone does. Just leave her alone. She's gonna be in her own zone, doing her own thing. Like, leave her alone. And she'll come like cuddle, like, and when I say cuddle, it's not actually cuddling. She'll come and just like lay next to us sometimes. And like we'll pet her a couple of times, but then you can tell she's like, okay, you can stop touching me. So it's really, really funny that she's not even really like a dog. She's pretty much like a cat. But what she would do with the baby, I think, is she would lay next to it all the time. So, yeah. They're all very much different, but they're all very good dogs. I think Poncho would get a big kick out of, like, having someone, like a kid to play with. And apparently season 4 of the Umbrella Academy is going to be the last. Yep. I did see that. I'm not shocked. I'm almost kind of surprised that they got a season 4. Maybe because, like, I think what the creators did was like, negotiated the fact that it was going to be its last season. So they kind of got away with it. Because the thing with the Umbrella Academy is it's the same thing every freaking season. This season was a smidge different. It was a smidge different this season. But for the most part, it was the same every single season. So they weren't like really doing anything different. So really good. I need something else now. Poor Anacostia, though. I know. I was so upset about Anacostia. She was one of my favorite characters. I think Amelia would stay because she didn't graduate and because I think they are going to let her there to get another chance to stay in Mexico and to get back with Andy. Yeah, I could see her staying. I could see that. Maybe, like, they would give her a job or something. I could see that. Maybe being, like, not like a teacher, but like a teacher's assistant or like an instructor or something of some sort. I can see that. Hey Cass, what happened? I am late. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm okay. Still extremely sick, but I did announce earlier in the stream that I am pregnant, so I'm about 8 weeks pregnant today. So that's why I've been sick for the past couple weeks. I think that the medication would help out more if I took it more, but I don't want to take it more. Because I don't want to be sleeping all the time. And I think I think it would make it worse, actually, if I took more medication, because, not the nausea part, but like my mental health would be worse. Sorry I'm late. What did I miss? Oh my god. I mean, we just talk about what we normally talk about, but also, I mean, the big news is I am 8 weeks pregnant, so I just announced it earlier. Oh my gosh, that is so, I am so happy for you. Oh my gosh, congrats. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, tomorrow I'm going to try, because tomorrow's Friday, either tomorrow or, because depending on how I feel tomorrow, I'm always hoping that I'm gonna like go to bed and then the next day it's not gonna be as bad. But it's like the fucking same, or like some days are even worse. So I'm hoping that either tomorrow or Saturday I can like pick back up on like recording, because what I say, I feel better in the afternoons, but some days are so different, because I'll wake up and it's either like I just feel like shit, and then throughout the day, like as long as I can kind of relax and not like overexert myself, then by the afternoon I'll feel better. And like that's what happened Monday and Tuesday, is that Monday night I recorded the first episode of Pretty Little Liars, and then Tuesday night I recorded the second episode. Whew, but yesterday, holy shit, I felt so bad. That was one of my busiest days. Well, not one of my busiest days at work, because that's not true. But it was a really, really busy day for me at work yesterday. And I had to host a couple of these like big video meetings for work, because I'm a part of our diversity council. And a part of what I do is I bring up like and talk about these different topics to new employees at work, you know, being a part of the diversity council. And so I was hosting this week and talking about that, and it took everything out of me that day. It took everything, because it was an hour-long meeting, and I had to be like chipper and like all this stuff, which they kind of already knew. They knew like Monday, because I told them Monday that I was pregnant and that I was super sick or whatever. But I still, like, I wanted to be a part of this like meeting. I still wanted to like host and stuff like that. So, because I'm like, I know in the long run I'm like, it's gonna be good if I manage to gather up my strength. So I did. I used up all my strength in that 1 hour, and then after that I laid in bed after that all the rest of Wednesday. It's so crazy the amount of energy that I don't have, and the combination of that mixed with the fact that I'm always starving but I can't eat, and it's very frustrating. This is amazing. I'm so glad that you're so glad you were gonna be great moms. Thank you. I know Anna's gonna be a great mom for sure, because she's been taking such good care of me these past couple weeks when I've been feeling like shit, and taking care of everything else. I think for sure after we have this baby, I'm gonna need 2 to 3 years from like the whole IVF and like baby thing, because woo, yeah. Did you see Caliet? Is it? Hold on. Juliet, and it's Calliope, so it's Caliet. Yeah. I always want to say like Caliete or something. Like I always want to add like an A or something at the end of it, but it's not. Did you see the Calliet fan video made at Colexicon? I don't think so. You're really, really appreciated. Your streams and your videos give so much joy, and I'm so thankful we're at the point I can call you my friend. Okay, Sabi moment over. I love you too, Lucy. But and I appreciate I love streaming, and it was such a, I told Anna, because I contemplated it, and I literally waited until the last minute to say something on Twitter, because I was hoping that I could be able to get enough strength to be on stream, but I just couldn't. I couldn't leave the bed yesterday. I did not. After that meeting that I had where I hosted, I was done. And then I had a meeting with my boss. I had a one-on-one meeting with my boss at like 2:30 or something yesterday. And she's known I was pregnant for like 2 or 3 weeks or something like that. And and she knows that I've been like crazy sick. So I didn't have my video on, and normally I always have my video on. But I didn't have my video on. And I told her, and I'm like, I'm sorry I don't have my video on. I was like, I am laying in bed today. I'm like working from bed, because I'm like, I can't do it. But she's so great. She's like, okay, do we need to take some stuff off your plate? Like, is there too much stuff? And I was like, no, it's fine. But she is like the best boss I ever had too, because sometimes she'll just be like, why don't you just go take a nap, and like we'll handle the rest of the stuff. I'm like, okay. But the way I work with I work with my boss and like one other coworker, and we work on this like really big account. So anything that I don't do, my partner does, and so I don't want to push anything that I'm supposed to do onto them, because they've got other stuff that they're supposed to do, and so I hate doing that. But my boss is really good too, so she'll just kind of like pick up some of my stuff too. So, but I try not to do that. So far, I haven't taken like a day off. I'll just like work from the couch, or like work from the bed. But what's really killing me is Evil QK stuff, because it's having to I mean, it's not that much. I think I skipped like one day. Last week I skipped like 2 days. Well, 2 days in a row. I think I skipped like 3. I got all of like the stuff that I wanted to get out, but it just got a little, there was like a couple of days there. And then I didn't upload anything today, and I won't upload anything tomorrow because I don't have a video ready. I have it like up ready for me to edit, but haven't edited it yet. So it won't go up tomorrow, but it'll go up. I'm gonna try to get that video up Saturday, and then I'm gonna try to pick up Dark Season 2 and get that first episode on Sunday, and then start to switch between the two until Cobra Kai, and then of course like finish up the other ones. Really proud and happy this is happening for you guys. It's so cool. Thank you. I'd like to thank everyone who told me last week to go to my first Pride event last week, and I had a blast. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I think for the most part, all of my Prides that I went to, which was, I think I've been to like 3. All of them I had good experiences, but I have bad anxiety when I do stuff like that, because it's too many people, and I have social anxiety. But usually, as long as I can kind of like get past it a little bit, then like I always end up having a good time. So I have to like get past my own self. Like I have to get past that social anxiety, and then like I know I'll be fine. Especially when I have Anna there. Anna, like if Anna wasn't there, like I never went to a Pride before Anna because of my social anxiety. And then but after Anna, like we went to 3. But we haven't been in the past couple years. But it's mainly because of like COVID, and we moved, and like all of our friends are still back in like Arkansas, and like I don't think she really has an interest to go to another Pride either, because we're both kind of just homebodies. So but it's fun. It's fun. That's what I'm trying to say. Every time I went, I always had fun. Will you binge watch all episodes for Cobra Kai season 5, or will you spread it out over a few days on the 9th of September? So I mean, I'm always gonna upload just like one a day. I'll upload it like the first one. I have it to where I'm gonna upload it on the 10th. I mean, Patreon will be on the 9th, but YouTube, it would be the 10th through the 19th. Is what I have. You're going to have times you're not able to stream or film or whatever reason during pregnancy, and know that we all completely understand. No pressure. We'll still support you regardless. I know you will. I know that. I know. Like, and that I am so appreciative of you guys and, you know, all of that, but I have to do Evil QK for my mental health. I do it, like, because I love to do it. I honestly do. I love to do it, and so whenever I don't get the chance to work on Evil QK stuff, it kills me. It really does, and that's why it's been like I talked to Anna this morning, and I told her, and I'm like, I'm having such a hard time mentally because I can't do anything. Like, I finally, like, I can't even bring myself to go downstairs, but Anna talked me into going to the store today. She's like, we're not going to go there long. I just want to get, like, your insurer stuff and see if you want anything else, and see if, like, maybe some fresh air will, like, make you feel better, something like that. So she kind of talked me into it. They had a couple of, like, moments where I was like, because I was, like, walking through Publix, and I was like, sometimes when I'd, like, go past a certain thing, it wasn't even smells that were bothering me. That's the crazy thing, because usually what's been making me sick is the smells. But it wasn't the smells that was bothering me. It was looking at, like, different foods. And in my brain, I'm like, oh, God, that sounds like... And I'm like, my brain processes, like, the textures of those foods. And, like, what they must taste like to me right now because of my food aversions, and then I'm like I was like borderline gagging sometimes, like walking down certain aisles. But we were only there for like 5-10 minutes and then came back home. But I had to lay in bed after that because I was like, that was that was too much. But yeah. I'd get rid of those, but I don't think I'm mod on this channel since I have a new phone. There. Now you're a mod. I know that you used to be a mod, but I don't think you are, because I think you would end up having, like, a little symbol by your name or whatever. I think it's like a sword. Is it a sword? I know in Twitch it was something like that. I don't remember. The first kid is so overprotective and extra. We are still not going to lie, but a little less. Then you kind of relax. I know, because I have a lot. I'm the oldest of, like, I have 3 siblings. I have 2 sisters and a brother, and I'm the oldest. So I know that a lot of stuff is going to be very similar to how, I think that for the most part, my parents, like, I'm going to have the same style of parenting as my parents, because I think, like, my parents did a great job. So I know I'm going to probably, like, do the same stuff as my parents. But I know I want to have multiple kids. I do. But holy shit, does this take so much out of, like, not just pregnancy, because I've only been pregnant for 8 weeks, but, well, not even really 8 weeks. I've only been really pregnant for like a little over 5 weeks. But it's the IVF process too, and the fact that not only does it put a toll on you physically, but mental. And I think I can deal with the physical changes to my body, because holy shit, have I gone through some like physical changes to my body. Not bad changes, but like TMI, I have went up a full cup size. I went up a full cup size, and then I've lost 5 pounds in the past 4 weeks. What else have I undergone physically? That might be it. I did have an allergic reaction to my injections, but then I think my body was like, okay, she's gonna keep taking these injections, so it'll be fine. So I did have an allergic reaction to my injections, but then that kind of subsided. Is there anything else? I think that's it physically. But it's mainly the changes. Like, I'd rather take on that stuff than the mental stuff, because mental health, I think, is like, and in my opinion, I think mental health is more serious than physical health. And I say that because I don't really have a lot of like physical issues, I guess. So I think the mental stuff that I go through is so, it holds like a high, it holds like a certain place in my life. And so I think anything that I go through mentally is just like, it's such a toll. And like, holy shit. So I know that, and like me and the next sibling, like in the age range, like we're almost 3 years apart. Like we're like 2 years, 10 months apart. So, like I think that's like a perfect age gap anyway. So I'm like, that'll be perfect. Like, have this baby, wait a couple years, kind of let myself get back in the, like, have my body like be, it's not going to go back to normal. I know it's not going to go back to normal, but like I could be myself for a while and then get pregnant again. Oh, there it is. It's a wrench. That's what it is on here. On Twitch, it's a sword. Yeah, it's because this is a different YouTube account since this phone is new, that I logged into the right account, but apparently not, because I had to resub to a bunch of people, including you. Yeah, I remember you telling me about that. You were so brave just to get pregnant. Never thought I could be in love or get married to that love. Never wanted kids, and now I don't know how my life worked before them. I know one of my really close friends, he had, whenever he had his daughter's like 10, 11, I think. 9, 10, 11, somewhere in that age range. And he's like, I never wanted kids. But whenever his daughter was born, it was like, it's crazy how much like your mind changes and stuff. And in that kind of situation, she was not planned. So, it's, I think especially if you plan to not have kids and then you don't have kids, I think that's perfectly fine too. Like if you don't want to have kids, there's nothing wrong with that or whatever, but it's just, hold on. There we go. I've always wanted kids, and I always wanted to experience what it was going to be like being pregnant. But now that I'm pregnant, I'm scared shitless. Like, I am scared shitless. And that's pretty crazy. Like, I've always, ever since I was a kid, like, it's funny that you say that, Francesca, because, like, I even, like, when I was a kid, I never thought, even before I knew I was gay, never thought I was really going to get married. I was like, because I was always such an independent person and I always wanted to do things on my own. And I felt like if someone else was there, like they would ruin it because I'd be like, I want to do it myself. I want to be known as someone who does all these things by themselves, and not have anyone's help and like whatever. And I had that mindset for a long time. But a lot of things changed around when I was like 19 years old. A lot of things changed around that timeline, but like not just my sexuality, but my mindset, and everything. But I always wanted to have a kid. But it's now that it's here and now that I'm pregnant, I'm scared shitless. Ugh. Like I did have like one of my mental breakdowns. I told Anna and I was like, there was one night I was like bawling, and I don't normally cry or whatever. I say that, but I think lately I have been crying, but that's because of, hello, I'm pregnant. But anyway, so I was bawling my eyes out the other night, and I told Anna, I was like, yeah, I was bawling, but I, like, because I'm scared shitless. And I think, like, I'm afraid, like, I think what most people go through and think that they're gonna, like, be a bad parent or whatever, but yeah, it's kind of crazy. Holy shit, is it hot in here? Holy shit. I want to turn on the fan, but it's too loud. Too many kids, one after the other. You won't be able to afford a holiday. I like a big family. I came from a big family and I want a big family. I 100% respect whatever answer you give. I'm just asking out of pure curiosity. But do you think when you have a baby, you'll introduce them to us or keep baby's face and or name private? Anna and I had that conversation a couple of times, kind of, sort of. Like, I don't think we've actually decided on what we were going to do. I think, like, on stream and stuff, yeah, I don't have a problem, like, showing, like, especially when the baby's, like a baby, because, I'm sorry, but, like, almost all babies look alike. So, like, and she even said, too, she's like, especially when it's a baby, like, it's just gonna look like every other Asian baby. So, it's like, we have no problem doing that. But like, once maybe like the baby starts growing and having its own like face structure and like starts looking like an individual person, then probably not. But and the name won't be private either. Like, once we figure out what we're gonna have, then we'll tell you what the name is gonna be. I told you what the girl's middle name is gonna be, if it's a girl. But the boy name, I can't tell you. Well, I can tell you once we know the gender, then I can at least tell you the first name. It's funny because there's actually a little hint in A League of Their Own where, and you're not gonna get it, but like, because I almost missed it, and there's a little hint. The boy's name is in A League of Their Own, but it's ever so slightly, like, you don't, yeah. But the boy's name is in it, and like, the girl's middle name is gonna be, if it's a girl, the middle name is gonna be Wednesday. Because we absolutely love that name. Trapped in a cage to be someone, but it is just share your life that truly gets you and gives you space and time. It is pure fear having kids. Yeah, I think this is probably one of the biggest times that I've really actually been scared. Like, because I have like stupid fear. Like, you have your like fears, right? But then like, but I feel like this is like the biggest one. Like, I have my stupid. I call them my stupid fears because they're like weird things. I have a slight fear of heights. My fear of heights is different. So like, I could totally skydive and do shit like that. But like, I don't like to. I don't like to. Like, if I'm blocked, if I'm like protected by like glass or something, like if I'm on a high building and I look out from a window, that freaks me out. Or if there's like just like a little metal railing or something, like if I go to the mall and there's just like a metal railing right there, scares the shit out of me. um, or like my fear of like having like being in wet clothes, or what's another one? Escalators slash elevators. More so escalators. It's not really. And trypophobia. But a fear of like this having like a child is, holy shit, is scary. You're gonna be great, I understand. You're scared though. Thank you, I appreciate it. I have way more girl names and one boy name if I ever decide to have a baby. That's how we are. We come up with so many girl names that we love and that we come together and like we both love them, but we can never we can never decide on a boy name. The boy name that we decided, I actually didn't like at first. And then I came around to it. Why the fuck is She-Hulk getting so much hate? I don't know. I haven't watched it yet. Is it still the CGI thing? Is that why the hate? 'Cause sexism? Lucy, it's not woke though. Also, kids are chameleons. I have siblings that are adopted and friends that are adopted, and they look just like their parents and other siblings. The way they talk, move. My sisters are clones of my mom. Like, we talked about adopting too because Anna's adopted. So that's definitely an option if we want to go that route. So, like, I think what we wanted to do, like, ideally was, because Anna doesn't ever want to get pregnant. She's like, no. There it is. She doesn't want to ever get pregnant, and there's no problem with that. That's not what she wants to do, you know? So I said, like, the first baby is her egg, and then the second baby would be, like, I'd be pregnant with my egg, and then the third baby, we talked about adopting. Like, that's how we kind of talked about it for a while. But who knows? I mean, things always change, you know, or whatever, and who knows? Maybe after this pregnancy and after this first baby, maybe I don't want another one. Maybe I don't want to be pregnant again. You know, I don't know. I really don't know. I know that so far my first trimester sucks balls. So, I don't think it would. I don't think that my first trimester though, like as long as the second and the third one are fine, like as long as I can be able to like get back to normal, which everyone says like you're gonna get back to normal, like give it a couple of weeks or whatever, then like I'll be fine. I think getting past the first trimester for me, like then it's not gonna deter me from having another kid, but you know, you never know. Things happen, so. I know, but people are stupid and sexist, at least from the comments I have seen about it, is all just men being sexist. Oh. Gotcha. How's Anna speaking of? She's good. I feel so bad. I tell her, I think almost every day that I appreciate how much she does, and like if I could help her, I would. But I am either, like I said, I'm either in bed or on the couch. I cannot bring myself, or in the bathroom, like I cannot bring myself to do anything, and even like putting on makeup is too much. Like, I managed to put on makeup earlier today, because I had enough energy and we were gonna go out in public. So I was like, oh shit, okay. So managed to put on makeup. That, and I was like, well, I'm planning on streaming too, so like I can put on makeup or whatever. But makeup is hard to do. I'm a super, like, this might be a little bit TMI, but I'm very I am a very clean person, and I have like OCD and stuff, but I took a shower this morning, but yesterday I did not take a shower. I couldn't even take a shower yesterday because I had such a bad day yesterday. I didn't take a shower yesterday at all. Because my morning sickness, like, it kind of feels like everything that I'm experiencing kind of feels like flu symptoms because of my nausea, and then I have like I'm so hot, but then like it'll switch like that, and then I'll be freezing, and I just can't get past it, and and I'm like starving all the time. Like, it's so funny because in our bed there's like, I have like a whole bunch of snacks on my nightstand and in the bed, like, and everything, because it's just, yeah. I think having an empty stomach is the worst because my stomach is like in pain, and then I have nausea too, and then I'm like, oh shit. So, I experienced that earlier today actually. But yeah, she's been taking care of me and the dogs and everything, the chores, everything, because she's just like, you just be pregnant. And I appreciate everything that she does, and I tell her that like every single day. But I feel bad. But yeah, I wish I could like help her. Lucy, we literally have female content creators shitting on the show. I wonder why. Is it because of the CGI, or is it because of like the way that this show is? Like, what are the complaints? But I'm not into superhero shows, so I don't know. Love Tatiana though. I know, me too. I do love me some Tatiana, but I'm not a really big superhero person. Yeah, some people are still stuck in the 50s. I had a fear that my kids won't look like me at all, but now it's like looking into a mirror. My kids probably won't look like me a whole lot. My egg might, but it's gonna depend on who the donor is, because the donor that we chose this go round, he actually doesn't, like, he's a retired donor. He doesn't have any, like, we got like the last, no joke, we got his last vial. So like, my egg is not going to have the same donor. So I'm not sure, like, we'll probably try to choose a similar looking donor to the one that we have with this one. Just so that, you know, everyone kind of looks alike for the most part, except for me. This baby is going to be half Chinese, part Vietnamese, and part Irish. Because the dad is half Vietnamese, half Irish, and Anna's full Chinese. So it's not going to look anything like me. Maybe the Irish part will, like, because I have Irish in my family, but that's about it. This baby is going to come out looking like Anna. I'm telling you right now. Lucy, I feel like love should take heart in every relationship's not stereotypes. Maybe I missed some. I completely agree. You guys are talking back to each other. Hey, what's up? Is it Gregnall? Gregnall? I don't know how you say your name. I'm sorry. Tell Anna we appreciate her also. I will. I'll tell her that you said that. Cassie, apparently She-Hulk is too woke for them. But what does that even mean? But what does that mean? I would have never thought that something would be too woke. I just don't understand it. You know what's funny is I haven't hardly been wearing sweatpants. I've been wearing like shorts around the house because I've been so hot. It's pretty crazy. Have been watching, I've been rewatching Brooklyn Nine-Nine anytime, because it's like a 20-minute episode. So, like, sometimes I'll be able to, like, watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine or whatever. But I can't bring myself to watch a full hour or something, because I'm gonna be passed out. Maybe you're too young to understand. I'm too young to understand if something's too woke. I mean, sure. I don't know. I just don't understand, because being too woke could be multiple things. So I'm not sure, like, why. Like, maybe, I don't know. For me, like, I don't get, like, other people's opinions. I do. Like, if someone doesn't like a show because it's too woke, okay, cool. But, like, for me, if I don't like a show, I'm going to tell you, like, exact specifics of, like, whether it was the writing or the acting or the creation of the show, or, like, I don't know. You know, I'm going to tell you some shit of why I don't like something. But or same if I really like it. Like, I'm going to tell you, like, why I really like it. But, like, I don't know. So it just kind of confuses me. Like, if it's too woke, like, what about it is too woke? No, why, you're right. That is how it's pronounced. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. I'm very bad at pronouncing people's names, so I was just curious. As sick as you're feeling, you're still pretty as always. Oh, thank you, Lucy. Thank you. I wasn't pretty earlier because, like, in fact, because, like, earlier, and why I ended up putting on makeup today, too, is because not only did I not have, like, makeup on my face, like good makeup, it was makeup from yesterday. So, like, I had makeup, like, and I washed my hair this morning. So, like, so, of course, like, I had makeup, like, down here, and I didn't even, like, clean it off from yesterday. And so I, like, put makeup on at, like, 1 or 2 in the afternoon. I just hate it because, like, even, like, my morning routine is not, I don't even have a morning routine anymore. Because normally what it was is I would get up, my alarm went off at, like, 6:30. I'd end up getting out of bed at, like, 6:45, jumped in the shower. After the shower, I'd put makeup on, deodorant, and then I'd go downstairs, make breakfast, take my medicine. Did I even take my medicine? I did take my medicine today. Okay. And then come up here. Well, during IVF, then I would take my injections, and then would go and, like, brush my teeth. Like, I have a whole set, like, I'm telling you, I'm a very routine person. I do the same thing every single day. And then I would go brush my teeth, like, floss, mouthwash, the whole 9 yards, whatever, and then come back and then would start working. That's not how it's been the past week. The past week, it's sometimes, like, some days I can't even bring myself to get out of bed to take a shower. Some days I don't put on makeup in the morning, or, like, whatever. I end up eating whatever I have, like, granola bar or something in my bed from, like, over the, like, for my middle of the night snacks. But I eat a granola bar, and then I go brush my teeth, and then and then I'll come in here, do my injection, and then start working. So I don't even have a morning schedule anymore. It drives me nuts. I always judge a show based off of what I see in front of me versus as what I want it to be in my head. I mean, I do, like, it depends on the show for me, because if it's a show like if they're doing a reboot, or if it's a show based off of a book, or a show based off of a movie, or like something like that, then I want to compare it to like whatever it came from. And so whether it's going to be good comparisons or like bad comparisons, or you know, whatever. And so because I have a specific way in my mind that I think that it should go. But some shows I don't do that. Like Cobra Kai. Like, okay, well, that's a terrible example because it came from the movies, right? From like, what was it, the 80s? Or what, 70s? 80s? 80s. Shit, I don't even know. I don't even know what decade it came from. Anyway, so like, that's a terrible example. What the hell? I can't say League of Their Own because that came from something too. Paper Girls came from a comic. Rebelde came from something similar, although I didn't watch the original Rebelde, so I can say the Rebelde that I have seen, I didn't compare it to anything because I didn't watch the original. Or like Motherland Fort Salem is a good example because it didn't come from anything necessarily, and so I don't have anything to compare it to. I don't have any way that I want something to work out. I mean, other than like ships and stuff, right? Because it's older, but like other than that, I don't have a certain way that I feel like the show needs to go. But it definitely depends on the show. Karate Kid was from 84. Thank you. I felt like it was from the 80s, but I'm like, it's not from the 70s. But I'm like, I don't know. Sometimes like the 70s and 80s movies kind of like get mixed up in my head. Were you a fan of A League of Their Own movie? It was a long time ago when I watched it, and I'm not a big Tom Hanks fan. So I can't remember it that much because I'm not a big Tom Hanks fan. So a lot of Tom Hanks stuff that I end up watching, I either don't care for it, or in my mind I'm just like, and like it doesn't really hold a specific memory in my mind, you know? And your hair as perfect as always, but your hair is something I always compliment. So I thank you. I my hair's I washed it this morning, so it's a little bit lush today, but I like, but I also hate when she kind of like put in layers this time, cuz she's like, well, and you can tell because this part's shorter than like this part. Cuz sometimes when my hair is wavy, layers, it doesn't look right. So she goes, well, if you ever want to do it someday and like whatever, then it looks really good. And I'm like, sure. But I never really I straighten my hair like once every like 3 or 4 months, something like that. Because there's no point in straightening your hair in Florida because it's too humid. That, and I feel like my face shape looks better with wavy hair anyway. Cass, at first you are going to be so tired, but kids push you to get things done better and done, and you get in the rhythm and go. I know, and I helped my mom out with my sibling because like my youngest sibling we are 13 years apart. 13, 14 years apart. So I helped like raise her, and then also like my brother, we're like 8 years apart, so I helped like raise him a little bit. My sister and I almost kind of like grew up the same because we're only like 3 years apart. So but like, so I kind of have being in a big family, which is also why I want another big family. Like being in a big family kind of helps you like juggle a bunch of different crazy shit. So I know I can do it. I just wish that I felt good enough to do things. And that's like where I'm at. Like if I felt good enough to do things, I would do things. I have no problem doing things. I love cleaning. I love doing chores. Like, I can take care of the dogs. I can do my own shit. I actually prefer to do a lot of that stuff myself because I feel like if someone else does it, they're not going to do it like how I like it to be done. So then I just have to go behind them and do it over again, you know? So, it's the fact that I don't feel well enough to do anything right now, and that's what's killing me. Cass, saw your reaction of Pretty Little Liars. Oh my gosh, I felt so offended. Emerson was always in game. Whatever. Well, apparently not, because they got a divorce in the spinoff. Your hair looks great, Wavy. Thank you. Yeah, anytime I travel to Arizona, like I'll straighten it there because you can have your hair straight out in the West because there's no humidity. Or at least not in Arizona. So I would straighten my hair there, and I wouldn't even have to re-straighten my hair like at all within the like 3-day time period where I like don't wash my hair. I don't have to re-straighten it. So it's like crazy. But yeah, here you can't. No, there's no way. I think I've straightened my hair like one time because I was going out with like I was hanging out with the friends that I always end up talking about, the promiscuous ones. I was going to hang out with them, and I was like, I'll straighten my hair because it was at night, and I was like, you know, maybe we won't have like as much humidity or whatever because it's like at night, it's not gonna be as hot. I mean, like in my mind, humidity and the heat were like the same thing. It's so not though. And so I like straightened my hair, but as soon as I got to her house, it like ended up being wavy again. I was like, shit. Oh my goodness, this person. Alrighty, guys. Well, I am probably gonna call it for tonight because I'm getting to that point where I'm like, I can't. I can't do much anymore today. But yeah, Allison, Mona, Spencer were my favorite characters. Marlene King was the biggest queer baiter ever, and she is gay. Also, so ironic. Happy you like the Pretty Little Liar original. Yeah, I did. And so far I'm liking this one. Or, wait, you're talking about Pretty Little Liar Original Sin. That's what you're talking about. There's no option to just straight up block them, at least on my end. Well, they changed their name, like, slightly. Because what I do is I can block them from the channel. But what happens is they change their name ever so slightly. And then they just jump back in. So, like, honestly, can you hate your own sex? Because sometimes men suck. Yeah. I'm saying you can hate your own sex, not the fact that men suck. But, you know. Have a nice evening. Congrats again. Thank you, Mary. But yeah, I'm gonna have to call it a night. But, hopefully I can do it on schedule next Wednesday. Hopefully I won't have too bad of a day next Wednesday. And just push out positive vibes, or, you know, I'm not a religious person, but if you want to pray for me, I will take it because, with this morning sickness, you know, whatever. But I will get more Pretty Little Liars out, and then I'm going to start doing Dark Season 2 as well. I'm going to switch them back and forth. It's either the next video is going to be out hopefully Saturday. If not Saturday, then Sunday. I'll get shit rolling soon. Really soon. It just won't be tomorrow because I have not edited anything today. But, yeah. So, but Fridays are normally chill for me. But anyway, so, I appreciate you guys very much. Thank you for all the congrats. And I hope to see you guys next week. But, bye guys.